Alright, so arithmetic sequences and equations, the homework. So we've just got a few problems to take a look at. Just 6 of them to practice. Okay, so remember, in order to figure these out, we want to know where we start and how it grows, okay? Or the pattern. So we want that start and how it's growing, that common difference, don't we? So, negative 31 to negative 34 to negative 37, our pattern is we're subtracting 3. Going backwards, that would put us at negative 28 for our start. And then for the explicit and recursive, that's all we need. So recursive, remember, a sub n equals a sub n minus 1. Then our pattern, minus 3, a sub 0, where we start, negative 28. For the explicit, just a sub n equals our start, negative 28, how we're growing, and because we're going to be growing repeatedly, we just times it by n. Okay, so once we have that start and that pattern, okay, of growth, pretty easy to figure this out, right? So negative 23 to negative 3 to positive 17 to positive 37. Pattern is, our common difference is we're adding 20, okay? Going backwards, that would be negative 43 to our 0 term, that's our start. So the explicit, a sub n equals our start, plus our growth. We're gonna repeatedly do that, so we times it by our variable. So a sub n equals a sub n minus 1. We're adding 20 for the growth, then a sub 0 equals negative 43. And that's really all there is to it on these guys, is figuring out, remember, if we needed to, we could make a table like this with n and a sub n. Okay, I'd actually want n right there because that would be my 0 term. 3, 4. Okay, and if we figure out our pattern, we're growing by 26 to 35 to 44 to 53. Looks like we're adding 9. Going backwards, that would be 17. So a sub n equals 17 plus 9 times n. And if we're doing recursive, we could even start and go a sub 0 equals 17. Then a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus 9. All right, number 4. So again, same idea. If I needed to make a table, go 0, my first term, second term, third term, fourth term. This would be n, a sub n. Okay, explicit, a sub n equals, where do we start? Well, it looks like we're growing by adding 7. So going backwards, my start would be 1. So a sub n equals 1. Then we add 7 multiple times. Where do we start? 1. How does it grow to the next term? We take the previous term and we add 7 to it. And there's explicit and recursive. Okay? So again, all we're doing is looking for that common difference. Okay? And then the beginning, the 0 term. Okay? So common difference here, 39 to 33 to 27. Looks like we're subtracting 6 each time. So common difference, subtracting 6. Beginning, going backwards, we would add 6, so 45. So a sub n equals 45 minus 6 times n. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1 minus 6. A sub 0 equals 45. And really, in my explicit, I could put the pattern first. Okay, like in this case, that common difference looks like we're adding 5 each time. So where we beginning would be negative 15. So I could go a sub n equals that pattern of 5, positive 5n, and then we're subtracting 15 for our start. So then a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus 5, and a sub 0 equals negative 15. Okay, and that's all there is to it, guys, on figuring out the explicit and recursive when we have those patterns.